What's going on, people? TroopzTV, back again. Back our blood clot again, you understand? As you can see, it's just me and Baldy Locks today. You understand? The midget has run away, blood, you understand? Hopefully he hasn't fallen down a golf hole. You understand? He has to watch out for them and he has to watch out for the crocodiles as well.
Oh,
blood.
is he out golfing again, is he?
Yeah, blood. He's doing up golf. You understand? He's doing up Happy Gilmore. You get me? Man like Czar, he's away with the Barstool golf people doing something with the classic. You get me? So you have Troopz and Guni for episode 145 of Back Again with Troopz, blood. You get me? And I actually have a glass of Courvoisier, and I'm kind of shocked that Guni doesn't, seeing how his team has been doing again.
Yeah, another week, another embarrassment for Chelsea Football Club. Am I surprised? No. Am I particularly bothered? At this point, not really. And I don't even know if that's a good or bad thing.
Before we get into the depressing state of Chelsea, well, it's not really depressing on my side. You get me? For me, I'm quite enjoying it, blood. You know them way there, but it's depressing for Guni. Let's talk about the top four charge. The third place charge.
Oh,
you get me? Because Arsenal Football Club are now 1 point behind title winning Chelsea. You get me?
Keep it that you gotta keep it that way. You gotta keep it that way, bro. You have to.
Understand?
You got the North London derby on Thursday at.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart.
White Hart Lane, bro.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart. You understand?
You have to worry. I ain't worried.
Worry about your thing, yeah? Worry about your thing.
I win either way. I win either way. Wherever way the result goes,
what do you mean?
Good.
If you lose to Leeds, God, like you never know how football is. The footballing gods might just come and do up Tinkerbell and just sprinkle it over Leeds and turn them into prime Real Madrid because they wear white. You understand?
Wouldn't surprise
me. And then you get me. Rodrigo turns into prime Benzema. If we were to win that game, we are above you, blood. You understand? And then you ain't got to worry about getting third. You got to worry about getting fourth, blood. You get me? So right about now, you should worry about your thing, my brother. You get me? Because your thing, in the words of Heady One, blood, it's kind of sticky right now. Still.
Sticky, but there's silver linings in this horrible cloud.
What, FA Cup? You ain't winning that, blood. Fuck out of here.
I'm not even talking about that.
What, the brother buying the club? Fuck out of here. All of that shit don't matter right now.
Well, I wasn't going to mention that, but that matters.
Shout out the Rock, blood. It doesn't matter.
We got to play Watford. We need 4 points to guarantee top four. We got to play
Watford. Are relegated. So that should be a free.
And we got to get a draw. You see,
you got to play Leeds, who are fighting for their lives.
We've got to play Leicester as well, who are not really fighting for anything.
Leicester are fucking done out here, blood.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so it's not really a bad run of.
Yeah, but your form, all right, let's just rewind. When the crowd say "Bo selector," let's just rewind, blood. You get me, blood? Let's just, you understand? Rewind, blood. You get me? Arsenal 2, Leeds 1. Now, at 2-0, I was comfortable, Guni. You get me? Up until they scored, I was comfortable. Nearly fell asleep on the watch along because I never had no company. Certain man are doing up Happy Gilmore. You get me? I was left alone. You understand? All by myself. You get me?
Hey,
all by myself.
I hollered. I tried to say if you need man for half time.
I didn't even see that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You get me? But you say it was. I know it's mad early. It's not your team. I didn't want to, you get me, pull you out of your.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You see when Nketiah scored the first goal, I switched it off still.
Because you knew what was happening now.
I can't do this. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you knew, blood.
This weekend.
Yeah, I understand. You knew, blood. And we that's what I'm saying. We made such a quick start, blood. We were 2-0 up within 10 minutes. Martinelli was toying with man on the left-hand side. Nketiah, great pressing from the front. Got his first goal. Like I said about Martinelli, ripping man, giving man new bum holes. You understand? Alien's got about 5 of them, blood, after that game, blood. Pause. You feel me? He was ripping, man, a new one, blood. You get me? Rafinha try to come defend him. He rip up Rafinha as well, blood. Then man, they're probably going to have a little altercation when they go to the favelas and link up with Brazil, blood. You get me, bro? You relegated me, Porter. You know them way there, blood. You get me? Shit's going to get sticky on international duty, my brother. You get me? But like I said, that was comfortable, bro. You get me? And then Aylin tried to kill Martinelli. I think he's jealous because Martinelli is young and Martinelli got into the Arsenal team.
Stayed at Arsenal, yeah.
And he was an Arsenal youth product and you got kicked the fuck out the club, blood. And it just seemed that it was a petty challenge. It was a sour challenge. It was a salty challenge. It was a relegation battle challenge. It was a championship challenge. And that's where you man are going to be, blood. You get me? I said from time... start of the season, early in the season, you get me? I remember I tweeted out that Leeds are my pick for relegation.
Yeah.
Early, you get me? Before they was even in the relegation battle, I just thought that the way that Bielsa plays, their team's too open, they concede too many, they don't score. They're not like Barcelona, prime Barca, where if a man scores 4, Messi, Villa, and Pedro will score 6. You get me? They don't have that capability. So I always thought that there was a worry for Leeds, and now you can see that they're currently in the relegation zone. You get me? And you understand? Hopefully I'm right because fuck their man there. They gave me PTSD. You understand? I had PTSD through the whole fucking game. When it went 2-1, I had PTSD. I had serious PTSD.
Thought they was going to get back into it with 10 men.
Bro, I was shitting it because when it went... Because listen, I don't understand this team because they have 10 men, but we're sitting back. We're letting them come onto us. Pause. You get me? We're letting them bust all over our half of the pitch, blood. Pause. You get me? That should not be happening, blood. At 10 men, we should be controlling the game, blood. We was controlling the game at 11 men. You understand? I know that the team's going to put more energy and they're going to raise their levels because they're down to 10 men. But you let the ball do the work. Let them chase. You understand? Tire them out. Get the third goal. You get me? We never did that, blood. We had to... It was squeaky bum time. You get me?
Game management has to be a bit better there.
Has to be a bit better there from Arteta. But like I said, you get me? He's young, he's learning. This shit's going to happen, blood. It's going to be a bumpy road. You understand? But the main thing for me was the 3 points, blood. You get
100%. Me? Yeah, that's what matters at this stage. Don't matter how you get it. Just get the 3 points. Getting
out of that with 3 points. You get me? I'm not, me personally, other Arsenal fans, I don't know about them. They're talking about third and chasing third. I'm just concentrating on top 4, blood. You get me? Yeah. I don't give a fuck about third, blood. You get me? I just want to be in that Champions League, bro. That's what I'm concentrating on. You understand? I see a 4-point buffer between me and them pussy old down the road, blood. You get me? I like that, blood. You get me? I like that, bro. I'm going into the biggest game of the season. I'm going into Arsenal's biggest North London derby, in my opinion, since 2006. The last London derby at Highbury, when Tottenham were ahead of us in the league. We were chasing them for 4th. They was ahead of us. They took the lead. There was a foul. They never kicked out the ball. Wenger went to go punch up Yol.
Martin Yol, you know.
Yeah, blood. Robbie Keane scored. And then Adebayor, the pussy Yol, set up Henry in like the 84th minute. We equalized. Game ended 1-1. We got top 4 end of the season. Obviously, the famous Lasagna Gate at West Ham.
That's when it happened.
Yep, that was Lasagna Gate. You understand? So... you get me? For me, this is the biggest North London derby since then, blood. You get me? Because literally, we're playing on Thursday to see who plays next season on Thursday, blood. You get me? Look at that, though. We're playing on Thursday to see who's playing on Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah. This is a massive decider. Spurs win. They're well in it. They're well back in it.
They're a point behind us. We start to get nervous. Newcastle away. They've been playing really well at home. You understand? Shit, like nerves start to kick in, blood. You get me? But we're going there with a buffer and we're going there with players on form, blood.
Yeah, i.e. going there with wins, yeah.
I.e. Eddie Nketiah, blood. Now, I was a man that ridiculed him. I was furious at us offering him new contracts. I'm still not sure if we should offer him a new contract. I'm still a bit like, and I'm still, and the way I am is still like, even if we were to give him a new contract, we still need 2 Don strikers to come into the club.
Sometimes you've got to look at players, right? Especially ones that have been inconsistent for so long and realize that they'll go through purple patches.
But the thing with Nketiah is, one thing I will say about Nketiah is, I saw his interview that he did. I think it was on
the YouTube thing, innit?
Yeah, forgive me. Oh, forgive me of the name, blood. Forgive me,
I'm
bro.
gonna check right now.
Yeah, get the name,
the
blood,
brother
because I don't
gets
want
us.
man to. I don't want man to feel away if they see this and be like, "Oh, Troopz is talking about our interview and you didn't even say the name of the podcast."
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
literally,
check now.
yeah, get me. But I saw that interview, and he said where he's never been given
on Osikani TV. I think it is this thing here. That's
a clip of it. That's a clip of it, though. That's not the actual.
That's
channel.
not the actual thing. Oh,
nah. That's a clip. So everyone,
my bad. I don't think I'll be able to find it. I'll be here scrolling for time. Yeah. So my bad. With whoever done the interview.
But shout out them, man. They're doing great things. It was a really good interview. You get me. And Nketiah said that he's never been given a run of games, like 5-6 games, to show what he's on. And this is the first time where he's had that run of games. And bro, he scored 4 goals, blood. Do you understand? 2 at Chelsea, 2 against Leeds. Had a good performance against West Ham. Had a good performance against United. Goal disallowed because of the
But let me ask you this: I
said, for me, even if he gets a new deal, 2 proper strikers still need to come into the club.
But it's a simple question: What is your ambition going forward? Can he fulfill those ambitions going forward? If the answer is yes, you keep him. If no, you get rid of him. There's no time to wait.
He hasn't been given a chance. We have to be real now. He hasn't been given a chance where we can say what level is he. You get me? We only see him play in the Carabao Cup, and he always does bits in the Carabao Cup. So we kind of attach him to that. You get me? Whereas now he's getting a run of games. You get me? He's got 5-6 games under his belt. He's got 4 goals. And in every single game, he's made an impact and had a great performance. Do you understand? And he hasn't put a foot wrong. So for that reason, I'm not sure. Because I don't know if it's, like you said, a purple patch, or this is what he's actually capable of doing if you give him a run of games and he has confidence.
How old is he?
He's 22, 21, 22.
So
he's still very young. That's the thing as well, blood. He's not like he's 25.
Would you loan him? And bring in 2 strikers?
I would loan him, but for me, he has to go to a club where he's going to play week in, week out in the Premier League.
But I think over the past few games, I think he's done enough to show teams a little lower down the table that he could do a job. I think so. But that experience would be good for him. I don't
a Wolves, a Brighton.
I think that
kind of level,
Wolves,
a Brighton, a Wolves.
If you can get a team that's fighting to get into the Europa League.
So, like, for example, say we went in to get Basuma.
And loan him back to Brighton.
Yeah, we give them a fee, but we throw in a loan deal for a season. You're getting Nketiah as well.
That could work. That could work. That could work. You have to look who's their strikers over there.
Maupay, McAllister, Trossard.
Trossard has been playing well.
Yeah, he's hit form. But he's on the same kind of. He's on the same kind of form that Nketiah's on right now.
Yeah.
They're on the same.
We don't know if it's a purple patch thing or not. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, do you understand? So it's a bit like, you get me? But like I said, we're going into that North London derby with confidence, with 100%. Momentum. 4 wins in a row, lad. You get me?
100%.
And we've beaten 3 good teams, i.e. Chelsea. Like, no matter what you say about United, it's United, isn't it? You get me? It's still going to be hard to slap United.
You still got to get over the line. You know
exactly,
what I mean?
especially when
we didn't do it.
Exactly, and it's especially when United play teams like us, you, Tottenham, Liverpool. They raise their game. You get me?
Yeah.
You understand? So it's more difficult for us to beat a United. It sounds weird saying that, but it's more easier for a Brighton to beat United. It's more difficult for us, because of the heritage, the history in
all eyes
in the game.
Those games. Yeah, everyone's watching that game for real.
You feel me? That's the game where they expect you to be on smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You can understand at your top level. So you get me. I am. I'm not confident. Like we're gonna win. But I will say that I don't think we'll lose. I think we'll come out of that North London derby with. You get me, bro. I think we'll come out there with
Spurs need a win. That's there's no question about it.
They have to win.
To win.
They have to win.
They have to. So really and truly, you're in the better position, really. I know even a draw isn't ideal for you, but it's not the end of the world for you at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Because it's really them that you're worried about in terms of taking that spot.
I've said that I want to win that game, but if we draw, I'm happy. Yeah. I am happy because then we go to Newcastle away with a 4-point gap, and then we've got Everton at home. Do you understand? And the way Everton are playing, it's looking like that game. They've been winning, but it's looking like that game. There's going to be less pressure because it's looking like they're actually going to be safe.
They're going to stay up,
and it will be a party vibe. You get me? And then it will be a celebration on both sides. Everton celebrate getting safety, and we celebrate getting the top four, inshallah. You understand? So you get me? Very, very happy with the Arsenal win. Let's move on to your man then, blood. You understand? You lot played on Saturday. When I saw Lukaku in the starting 11, I sent a picture straight away to the group chat. and maybe that was a bad thing to do, blood, because that pussy hole was on fire, blood. You get me? Chelsea 2, Wolves 2. Lukaku getting 2 goals. His second goal was a fantastic finish. Yeah. But obviously, the goal of the game was Trincao. But
yeah, definitely. Did you see my face when he came on the live stream? I was chatting. I was like, was about to make the substitution. I said, Trincao, fucking hell. Not even long after that. Ping. Wow.
But how are you? How are you feeling after that one, bro? I mean, it was 2-0 up, comfortable.
I'll tell you straight.
97th minute equalizer, blood. Connor Cody. Scenes.
I'll tell you straight up and down. It hurts to concede at times like that. 97th minute, he scored. But again, that's what happens when you're not switched on. I'm starting to look over these past few games. Our defensive record has been shocking, bro.
Bro, you've got 8 points from, I think it's
like 20 something,
7 games or something.
Yeah,
8 games,
21 points or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's poor. The form is shocking, and it's just when you look.
What is the reason for that?
I'm about to get into it.
Is it the
I'm about to get
takeover?
Into it. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, listen, there's a lot that happened.
See you and Monster having a big old
chopping debate. It up. Yeah, man.
People then go check out that debate on Man Knows Football. It's a great debate. Go check that out, blood.
It's a while since Monster's been.
If you're
back,
a Chelsea fan, you get me.
Back. Yeah,
and if you're an Arsenal fan, go watch it and laugh, blood.
No, but seriously, but when we look at the situation, look, as Piliqueta's going out the door, pretty much. Rudiger's
so is he gone? But I swear he got a year deal. So is he still gonna go? Or
apparently he's agreed terms with Barcelona for 2 years. I don't mind that if he goes out the door. So look, he's gone. Christensen already officially is gone. Rudiger officially is gone. So how many of that back line already is out the door, including Marcos Alonso, who was subbed at half-time, not because he was injured, but it's been reported today that him and Thomas Tuchel had a massive row.
Yeah, I saw you drop that news on your.
And now they're saying he's never gonna play for Chelsea again.
So swear down.
That. Yeah.
Have you got any background behind the bust up? What kicked it off? Because you man were at the time it was 0-0. So
I don't, but I'm not surprised it's him, because when you watch games, and Monster was saying, because he goes to the bridge quite a lot to watch the games. Tuchel is constantly screaming at Marcos Alonso, and you've seen it several times on the TV. So there's always been friction there. You know, Tuchel's never really trusted him due to his limitations. And with Marcos Alonso, you can see sometimes he blatantly ignores instructions. So there's only so much of that a manager's going to take. And you already know if he's doing that already in his head, he's walking around that club thinking, I've won everything there is to win. No one can tell me nothing, sort of thing. I don't know if it's that mentality, but I'm happy Tuchel put his foot down. If this is true and he's not playing for the club again, let's get him out the door. So I say that to say this. That's 4 of the defenders that played that day that are out of the door. That's a huge problem. These guys, they don't care whether we get top 4 or not. Their future's already sorted somewhere else. So now you can see this is all starting to affect us on the pitch. Concentration is at 0. And as soon as Trincao came on that pitch, because you see why I knew he was in trouble, Troopz. It's the way Pedro Neto by himself was causing trouble on each wing.
Did I not say as well that it's going to be a draw?
Bruv, you did. 97th fucking minute, bruv.
Do you know what as well? You were lucky to draw, because at 2-1, Jimenez had a chance.
Dendoncker had a chance.
Yeah, Dendoncker had a bro.
Scored.
They were on you, bro. Like they were on. Like you were lucky to come out of that with a point, blood. And your new owner was in the crowd to witness that. Any news on him? I.e., transfers and.
Well, there's been stories that have come out saying that, you know, once.
So you lot will be coming to pause. You'll be Orlando now, because it was down to him getting the deal done. If you lot were going to come to Orlando.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that, but
yeah, it was down to that. If you never got the deal through, then Chelsea would have been taken out. Yeah, you would have been. You understand? Dragged out, like, you understand? Like, literally Scorpion settings, blood. Get over here! You understand? Mad thing, blood.
Nah, but he's talking about, you know, there's rumors coming out that he's talking about trying to get quote-unquote A-list signings. But you see, when new owners come through the door, this is the type of things that they usually try and do. Make the statement signing, appease the fans. For me, really, it's about spending wisely.
So what is the statement signing?
Well, there's several names have been linked.
You're going to get Koundé this time?
I think so. I think the Koundé deal gets done. And there's going to be space for him in the team. Let's face it. He's in a better position than he was last season. He's almost guaranteed to start now. The big one we're talking about is Tchouaméni.
Yeah, I've seen that one pop up.
Yeah, we're the team that have been scouting him the longest. And obviously the reason why we ain't been able to proceed with more talks is the situation with the club. We're still under the whole situation with the sanctions from Roman. Until we get our license, we can't really do nothing. But since the process is speeding up, the transfer window's not open yet, I'm optimistic that at least we can get, you know, talk started up again. I still think as long as Liverpool are put off by that price tag, and Real Madrid are focusing on getting Mbappe and one or two others through the door before looking at him, I think there's a chance that we can get him. But again, it all comes down to how soon we can get our operating license.
Yeah, because you got to ask the government. The government have to approve that, innit?
Not just the government. The Premier League have to do the
Premier League officials.
Fit owners and directors test or something like that, just to make sure that there's nobody in the consortium that's linked to things that, you know, that might be problems later on. I.e., like if there's anyone linked to somebody from Russia involved in the war, all that kind of, you know what I'm saying? So they're just checking out backgrounds, but they're saying that should be a formality already, pretty much done. It's just about the government approving the wholesale, which everybody thinks is going to happen. So it's just about waiting. Probably by the end of the week, we might see him have control of the club. But latest, I would say probably end of next week.
You worried about top four, or like banter aside? Let's like seriously now.
I was until I saw the run of games that we have. I was a bit like, yeah. And the fact that you two have got to play each other. Yeah, for me, it's sort of like, you know, look, Watford, if we do not win that game, that will be shocking, regardless of our form. That would be shocking. Leeds, I'm worried about because, again, they've got something to play for. And we've seen what happens when we play teams that have something to play for. So that one, I'm not too sure about a win, although we should be. Leicester are in poor form. 3 points or a point, I'm going to lean towards a point from what I've seen so far. But again, it's just about getting the 4 points, finishing top four. At this point, Troopz, I ain't going to lie. If you lot finish third and we finish fourth, I don't care. I do not care.
I'm just going to banter you all summer. Bro, that's it. I'm just going to banter you all summer.
Because you know what's going to cushion that banter?
Because your chat, yeah. The arguments me and you used to have.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm just trying to be real with you. Nah, I'm just like, bro. I'm like, all right.
But the man loves his club, bro. and the belief is there, bro.
And I said, and the famous quote I said to you was, you love your club too much that you will chat shit and be blinded and believe all this bollocks. Whereas me, I love my club, but I'm honest. I'm like, nah, we're not winning that league, blood. Like, we're not in no race for that. Like, you understand? Like, for man to even be in the top four race is a fucking touch, blood. You get me? If we were being totally honest,
it's amazing considering everything that happened at the beginning of the season. Like where you are now, there's definitely been development. Some credit has to definitely go to Arteta
I've said that. Like, you get me? Big up my guy Gunner. He won't.
I was just about to say the same thing. Like, big up
like Gunner. Like, bro, we could be in semi-final. Gunner will still find something to cuss him about. He'll be like, like, I swear that he'll be like, the grass wasn't short enough. Why was the grass so long? I'm like, bro, what do you mean the grass was long, blood? How did you even see from Spain? You understand? What type of HD television you fucking got, blood? You get me, fam? You understand? But
you lot win on Thursday. Like, you win a 1-0. Yeah, we got the 3 points. But how is it that Chelsea put 6 past them home and away?
Yeah. And then we go there and put 1. Raise your standards. Like, brother. Yo, brother. Hey, big up Gunner, but fucking hell, he's tapped, bro. You get me? He is fucking tapped, blood. But Chelsea draw 2-2. Their poor form continues.
Worrying.
At this, yes, it's worrying at this moment in time. But someone who has worse form and who, you get me, you'd rather be in your position than be in their position, blood. It's Man United, blood. You understand? Brighton 4, Man United 0. Now I want to give you a stat, Guni. Yeah, this was Brighton's biggest ever. Yeah, their biggest ever victory in the history of top flight football.
Wow.
And it comes against Man United, bro.
Swear down, United. But with Champions League Varane and Ronaldo in these, man. The man were all on the pitch.
Bro. Mate. Jet ski. Drop the clip now. Manu. Aye, listen. Aye, you see you, man, yeah? Don't chat to me, yeah? Don't chat to me, yeah? Remember what I said to you, man, after the game at Old Trafford? Jet ski?
I am not.
Them man are still shit, though. Let's get that in. Yeah? You man are
still
still shit, blood.
Still below us.
You're still below, man, blood, yeah? Man's still sitting on top of you, yeah? Shitting on your Clark, blood, yeah? Like a pigeon in Trafalgar Square, rude boy, yeah? Shitting over your Clark's, blood, yeah? Fuck redneck, blood. When you come Emirates, blood, we got you. Don't worry about that. Your first win in fucking 6 games, blood. Your first goal in 3, blood. Remember that, you know, you fucking pricks, yeah? Remember that, blood. Dickheads. I said it. We are still above you, man. We are still shitting on your Clark. Like a pigeon in Trafalgar Square, blood. Shitting on your Clark, blood. Yeah? How does it feel? 4-0 to Brighton, blood. You man tried to troll me when I lost 2-1 to Brighton, blood. You man held 4 by the Seagulls, blood. You held 4 from RD, blood. Bro, RD came and gave H 4, blood.
Bruv,
he gave H 4 slaps, blood.
The third goal was a piss take. The third goal, Brighton were moving like they was Man City or something, or Prime Barcelona. They just opened them up. What goal that was?
The football they were playing, was unbelievable, bro. The goal you're talking about is the Gross goal.
Yes.
But even the Caicedo goal, banger. The Cucurella goal, banger.
Yeah.
The Trossard goal, banger. Like,
their recruitment is just A1. Top tier, bruv. Like, listen to some of those players at Brighton. No disrespect. Cucurella, Bissouma, all these guys, bruv.
Unheard of.
Playing well. All of these guys. That's good scouting.
Unheard of players, blood. You understand? What's gone wrong with Man United, bro? I mean, start of the season, Champions League, contenders, Premier League, contenders, certain man saying they're going to win the league. What has gone wrong? I mean, this team, is Redneck's team worse than Ole's team? I think it is.
Bro,
I think they've gone backwards.
They've regressed
after
massively.
sacking. I think they've gone backwards after sacking Ole.
But United...
And that says something.
Listen, there's 2 different types of teams that you build. There's an actual proper team with actual football brains and thoughts behind it. And then there's a vanity project, which is Manchester United. That's what you get when you've got frivolous brains behind it and are looking at marketing value and shirt sales. Yeah, they're just throwing players together to appease the fans. Jadon Sancho's, all these guys. I'm not saying that they're bad players individually, but when you put them together in a system that's already messed up, because when you look at their salaries, it's horrible. Terrible. I'll give you an example. If Marcus Rashford, on the wages he's on, was at Liverpool right now, he'd be joint highest earner. Does that sound right to you?
That's ridiculous.
And he's not even the highest paid player at the club.
Mm-hmm. There's man on more.
This is what I'm saying. So I've said this several times. With certain young talents, I understand the needs. You've got to pay them the marketing rate. But when you throw wages that they should be getting by the time they're 29, 30, like at the prime, they've got no incentive to play, because at the end of the day, what they're going to fall back on is, well, contractually, I can't fall below 200K, 250K a week. Who gives a shit about my performances? I'm rich. Let's have it right. Whereas if you're playing to earn your contract, then you've got an incentive to play every week as well. But outside of that, I just think even just the footballing brains behind it, it's been a shit show, Troopz, bruv. It's just been terrible
from top to bottom. Bottom. Like the recruitment of players, the management recruitment, the way the Glazers run the club, the way they just throw money at it and just think, yeah, money's going to solve the problem. It's just a shambles, and I love it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this right now. You see these players
long may it continue.
You see the players they want to get rid of because of their contract situations, and take this from a Chelsea fan, they're going to be very hard to get rid of. Because
look at the trouble we had. We literally had to start releasing, man.
You see what I'm saying?
We had to start paying, man, and saying, yo, cut. Fuck it, cut. We'll pay you, cut. You understand? Because you start getting into that kind of territory. You get me? And long may it continue, bro. You understand? Long may it continue, bro. Varane will be playing Europa League football next year if he's lucky. He's lucky.
He doesn't even look good enough to play that.
Bro, do you see the goal that he the Gross goal, the way he just sidestepped him?
Yeah,
he dropped his shoulder and Varane was done. It's like, was Sergio Ramos the reason why Varane looked so good?
I think I used to say it was.
I used to think Varane was the best.
He had it, bro. He was.
I used to think he was at least. Every time you say top three defenders, Varane would be in there. His
name would be in the conversation, bro.
Now
he was elite.
Yes, it was ridiculous, bro. Now it's like he's a shadow of the player he was, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you get me. Man United have ruined him.
But let's look at his situation as well. Let's not be too harsh on him. On that right side, it's either Dalot or Wan-Bissaka. Next to him is Maguire.
Yeah, the fridge. Or it's Lindelof.
Bro, how do you expect any defender who's got those either side of them to have any faith or trust in that back line? Maguire barely knows the offside rule. Maguire tackles his own player in the box. Maguire scores more goals in his own goal than he does in the opposition's goal. How do you have any confidence with your centre-back partner doing all of that? And on top of that, he's in the England national team. So you know politically he's not getting out of that club. You know you're fucked. Your career's over. He's sitting there. When he gets back to his yard in Manchester, he's sitting there just realising, I'm never going to win a trophy again. I'm coming up to my 30s. Now I've probably got to wait another 2 or 3 years for a rebuild period. I might not even be at a top-level club by then because I already look done out. So what's going on here? The man's depressed, bro.
He's finished, blood. You understand? And speaking of finished, is the title race finished? Liverpool won. Tottenham won. Liverpool doing me a small favour. The smallest. The tiniest. Tiniest, blood.
Doing us both the tiniest of favours.
You get me, bro? Liverpool won. Tottenham won. Son gave them the lead. We have to be real. It was a great breakaway goal.
It was, yeah.
Luis Diaz deflected equalizer.
That man again.
But is that the title race done now?
Yep.
Are Liverpool just gonna?
Yep.
Is it a treble and not a quadruple now?
Hey, bro.
Or is it a double or is it a single?
Let me tell you something.
Could be a single and just be the Carabao.
Bro.
It could be a double and just be Champions League and Carabao, or FA Cup and Carabao.
I'm gonna tell you,
is it a treble? And is it all three of them?
This Champions League finals.
I tell you this, they look tired against Tottenham. I think that Villarreal game being 2-0 down, having to put their all in that second half, I think it took them out of them a bit. They weren't at their potent best. The press was still there, but the final ball wasn't there. You get me? I don't remember Lloris making no crazy saves where you were like, raw. You get me? Like they had Tottenham pen back, but the final ball was letting them down. Salah was a ghost.
Yeah, 100%. I thought Romero done well against him, to be fair.
I think Romero had a great game. I can't lie. Like, I think he had a great game, bro. You get me? Like, he silenced Mo Salah.
Yeah.
Diaz was on smoke whole game, trying to make things happen.
And
I think Thiago was very quiet. I think Thiago was quiet. Thiago was quiet. I think Robertson was a bit poor. You get me?
Diaz is impossible right now. You see now, especially it's his first season in the Prem, and the way he plays,
bro, he looks like he's been there for 3 years. It's mad.
Yeah.
The guy's been there for 3 months.
It's so like it's almost impossible to get the ball off him. He just knows what to do in the split margin of a second every time he gets it right. What a player!
But Tottenham taking 2 points of Liverpool this year. Liverpool unable to beat Tottenham. 2-2 draw at the shithole. And now a 1-1 draw.
Exactly the same as us.
Maybe it has ended Liverpool's title dreams, because Man City today doing what we all thought they would do, murdering Newcastle, blood. Man City 5, Newcastle 0, Sterling getting 2, Laporte, Rodri, and obviously Phil Foden.
It was 5-0.
Yeah, it was 5-0, bro.
Stopped at 4.
Yeah, Grealish, Za's guy, had a fantastic game. You get me? Just thought I'd get that in, bro. You understand? But City, Pep said afterwards that they did all he asked for after the defeat against Madrid. And I think they did, bro. 5 goals, clean sheet. You understand? 3 points clear at the top of the league. They also have a +4 or +3 goal difference better than Liverpool as well. So, you understand, City getting a lot of things done in that game. Let's just breeze through the rest of the results real quick. Brentford 3, Southampton 0. Janssen, Wissa, and Ayer getting the goals. Goal of the game, you could say it was from Wissa or Ayer. Wissa, lovely finish. It was an Henri S finish. And Ayer, I believe that was his first goal. Lovely footwork in the box, and then slotting it past Fraser Forster. Burnley 1, Aston Villa 3. Aston Villa putting Burnley to the sword, blood. Danny Ings, Buendia, and Watkins with the goals. But Burnley are a bit lucky, you get me, because
they've done enough so far, really.
Yeah, and us beating Leeds, that benefited them. Other results, Palace 1, Watford 0. Watford are now officially relegated from the Premier League, up and down like a yo-yo. Wilf Zaha sending them down from the penalty spot. Norwich 0, West Ham 4. West Ham bouncing back from Europa League defeat midweek. Ben Rama getting a couple, Antonio and Lanzini getting a penalty. The Ben Rama.
By the way, did you see Declan Rice after that to the referee?
Jet ski? Nah, we can't. I don't think we can drop it, blood, because they'll flip in. I think we'll get flagged. But bro, he said what I say most weeks: corruption, and you man are getting paid. You get me?
He's going to get in big trouble for that.
He's going to get a hefty fine, because you remember when Drogba was like, it's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
I believe he got a 6-game ban. You get me?
Yeah, he got in big trouble for that.
Rice, you get me? He did the same kind of thing as Drogba, so I expect him to get that kind of fine. But West Ham letting out their anger all over Norwich City. And then Everton 1, or should I say, Leicester 1, Everton 2. More, what's name? Mokalinko. Oh
Mikolenko,
my
yeah.
God. Oh my God. That
Goal.
goal, Jesus Christ, blood. Absolute banger, bruv. But Everton have hit crazy form, blood. You understand? That win against you, they've bounced, you understand, into this one as well. And Everton.
It's siege mentality. They win at all costs, bruv. That's what's going through them right now. And it's winning. And it's working, sorry. It's working.
Telling you, fighting for their lives, blood. Frank, he's got the ball rolling at Everton, blood. We got a couple midweek games this week. I'm going to ask for Goonies predictions. Tuesday kicks us off on Tuesday. Aston Villa taking on Liverpool. Can Liverpool bounce back from that 1-1 and keep the pressure on City?
Yeah, I think Villa are gonna
Will
hold.
Steven Gerrard lay down like a bad bee in the red light district?
I think they're gonna hold punishment, bruv, because they're gonna come back strong. They want to come because Liverpool, they're gonna go down fighting, and I reckon they're gonna make a statement against Villa.
I say 3-1 Liverpool. Coutinho gets the goal for Villa.
I'm gonna go 3-1 as well. I was gonna actually say that as well.
Wednesday night, we got we got 4 games. Everton travel to Watford.
Easy money, Everton.
Yeah, I'll go Everton 2-0. City travel to Wolves. Now, Wolves getting a great result in the capital, getting a point from the bridge. City going down there. Wolves, tough place, Molineux. You get me? We won 1-0. Liverpool won it there in the last minute. It's a tough place to go to, blood. Can City win that?
Doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but I've got a dirty feeling they're going to nick a point out of this. I've got a nasty feeling they will. I don't want them to, but I've got a feeling they will. I'm
going City. I think that 5-0, that's going to kick them on for the end of the season. Your boys traveling up to Ellen Road. How are you feeling about that one? Any injury worries from the game on the weekend?
Nah, it's just who's getting on with the manager. That's my concern, bruv. Yeah, you get me. That's my concern. But it's Leeds. They're fighting for something, but at the same time, you see defensively how shocking they can be, and I reckon we can put them to the sword, especially if we got Timo.
Ayling's suspended as well now. That's another man out there back line.
Leeds can't afford to just sit the whole game. They have to come at us if they want any chance of survival. And I think that's going to leave space, and Timo's going to love that. Lukaku, based on his form, deserves to start. And if it's going to be that type of game where we're going to get space in behind defenders, that means he's going to be facing forward, charging with the ball, coming in either from his favored left side or even straight down the middle of the pitch. Bruv, I can see them getting goals. I'm going to beat, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say 3-1 Chelsea, I think we're actually going to win this one. 3-1 Chelsea, I'm saying.
2-0 Chelsea.
Clean sheet as well.
2-0 Chelsea. And then obviously the big one on Thursday night, the Champions League playoff is what we should call it.
Yeah.
You get me? It's the Champions League playoff, bro. You get me? Arsenal traveling down to the shithole. Still trying to get a ticket. Letting the people them know. If you have a ticket, hit me up. If you know me, if you're a real one, you get me, hit me up. If you're a fake one, stay out my fucking DMs. But yeah, I'll be doing a preview with X. So I'm not going to really talk too much on the derby, but I will ask for man knows football. His
2-2.
prediction.
2-2, I'm going to say.
Desmond.
Yeah. I can't separate the two teams, bro. I think Tottenham's result against Liverpool is going to be massive for their confidence because it's not easy to go there to get anything, and they've done it. And they played well, I think. But derby game like this, to me, is the biggest one in the league. In terms of like the animosity between the two teams, I think what's left in the league, this one's the strongest. So that means form goes out the window. That's why I can't separate the two teams. You both got enough players to devastate each other. Do you know what I mean? So it's, for me, it's looking like a 2-2.
And that's the result you want? Or would you prefer us to slap Tottenham to keep them further away from you? Or would you prefer us to draw where it keeps both of us kind of behind you? Pause.
If we're being completely honest, it will be better for me if Tottenham win. Because, no, who have they got left?
Tottenham have got...
I know they've got some tricky games.
They got Burnley at home, Norwich away. Yeah, they got Burnley at home and Norwich away.
Okay. Yeah, then probably...
We've got the tougher fixtures.
Yeah, I think it's probably better that you lot draw it for us anyway.
We've got the more.
Who have you got left?
We've got Newcastle away and then Everton at home.
Oh, okay.
So we've got the more difficult fixtures. Our run-in was always tougher than theirs. I mean, if you throw in Chelsea, United, and West Ham as well, you understand? Our run-in was always tougher than theirs.
I reckon you get 6 points in your last 2 games, regardless.
I think we get 7.
Yeah, draw this one and then 2-6. I was saying the last 2 games because this is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the last 2 we get 6.
Yeah,
I believe we'll get 6.
I reckon you get top 4 anyway, regardless of what Tottenham do.
You're going to be streaming the Chelsea game this week?
Yeah, most probably. Yeah, we're coming towards the end of the season, and also we're dangerously in this top 4 race now. So I've definitely got to be live streaming this. 100%. I will be over on the Madness Football channel. 100%.
So keep your eyes out for that one, people. But that is episode 145, wrapped up like a Zubi blood. You see me? Shout out my brother Guni every time. You already know the damn ting. Shout out my brother Jets on the buttons. You already know the damn ting. And like I make Zar say at the end of every episode, stay safe, like the ting, and wash them fucking hands, blood.